Got something in today. This is actually, I hit it on this a little bit a few weeks ago. Had something ordered for my gun, guys. Well, I'll show you the case to it. Pearce grips for my pistol. You can see it's unloaded. No magazine in there. In the case, I've got the stock rosewood grips. You can see it has the Taurus. You can't see it very well because the way the lights is. Has the Taurus. That little brass piece is the Taurus logo. It's actually the stock grips for the gun. This is actually the Pearce grips that I got. It's the model PG-T22, and it's made for the PT22 and the 25. So it's for the 25 ACP model also. The reason I got them, well, the stock grips were real thin, which is helped out in ways in the hand. Other ways not so much, and they were really slick. So the gun was actually slipping and it wasn't perching in the hand right. You guys already know it's not unloaded. It wasn't perched in the hand right, but you can see, you probably can't tell because I don't have a match, but it is a little bit wider, especially up here where your thumb goes and your fingers perch. It does have the wraparound in the front. So that, I mean, it really works out really well. There is some common problems that everybody has a PT22 knows about these Pearce grips. First place, it makes it a little bit tougher for the safe to go on and off. Actually, more put it on than it off. I mean, I just clip it down with my thumb to turn it off. No problem with me. Another thing is, right here along the side, you have a barrel release. Tips it up. Kind of tucks it down in because it is a lot thicker in this area, so it's a lot higher, so it's a little bit more difficult to do it with one hand, but I can do it no problem, as you've seen. The grips are really easy to put on. I tend to clock my fasteners. All you gotta do is take the fasteners off, take 4 fasteners off, the stock grips pull off. Then I thoroughly clean the frame really well. I mean, I take them off every month or so anyway. I give it a thoroughly deep cleaning once every month because I do carry it. And then the Pearce grips actually, since it's all one piece, it kind of, you put the front on and then just wrap around the sides, and you kind of got to stretch it a little bit to seat it into place because it's on a really, really snug setup. It's really nice. Then you put your fasteners on. Now, it does not, I don't know if you can catch it too well, it does not come clean back on the frame as much as the original grips do. Right there, and you can see an opening right there. But it's not a hindrance to me. It doesn't look awful, but it'd been nice to have it kind of molded better for right in there. And another thing, the wooden grips actually held a hammer bar, which you can see right there, which goes all the way back into place. It keeps from popping out. These rubber, even though they're rubber, it seems to be a dense enough rubber, hard enough rubber to hold into place. I mean, I've fired it several times and no problems. But the Pearce grips, ever since I got this thing, I've been wanting to black it out. And with the rubber grips on it, I mean, I don't have to worry about anything hitting it, not marking it, marring up. I've actually got a couple little light mars on the original stock grips. They're not nothing terrible, but they're just very, very light. So, I mean, this way here, I don't have to worry about it. And the grips, these Pearce grips, with the shipping, I paid a little bit more than normal. I mean, you can get these grips for around, about this time of year, around between $12 and $14 at like Walmart and stuff. I paid about $18. That's shipped to my door from Amazon. But I mean, it's worth it to me. And the main thing is just to clean your frame really well. Clean your fasteners up. Now my fasteners are getting a little bit aged. I could tell that somebody in the past has used the wrong screwdriver. I have my gunsmithing screwdrivers, so I know they're the correct screwdrivers. They get, but they still got they're still a little nicked up on where you put the screwdriver in from somebody using the wrong one. And I mean, they're starting to show a little bit of age here and there, because this was made in the early 90s. This is a 92 model actually. And eventually I'm going to go ahead and buy new screws for it, fasteners for it, and I'm going to go ahead and get like a blue pen and then go over this is the frame and work on it and touch up here and there. But it's a carry. It's a plunker. It's a carry. If you want to use something like this for self-defense, it's actually doable. I mean, a lot of people say, "No, you can't do it." Well, yes, you can. It's your life. If you want to depend on this, and the 22 ammunition I've gotten one brand that I won't trust too much, but the rest of it I had no problems. And the biggest problem I've had with this is from this. I have had to tweak basically the top of it for the rounds to come out so it would feed properly. Other than that, this is wonderful. The gun gave me very little problems, and after I tweaked the magazine, I've had no problems. And I have had a lot of rounds through this. And as far as having to turn it and pop it, say if you're say in a hurry, I don't know why you would be in a hurry with a 22 for. If you're in a hurry to reload, and you have another magazine, you pop it in, and you're not supposed to do this, but you can rack it. I can actually rack mine when it's off safety. The magazine's in. Mine's been racked before. It's been done through, somebody's done it in its lifetime, because most of these are really hard to rack. Mine, I can rack it with my hands really quick. Now that goes from a 9 shot down to an 8 shot, but one bullet. It's a couple of seconds, but I don't see that ever happening. I really don't. So this works out for me. Now I do love the blackout. I do love it, and it gives you the extra texture, so the gun is not slipping in your hand. I mean, and it is a little bit wider. It gives you a better perch for your thumb to fit in there. All right, let's try to get that. See if I show it to you. You can see the little bit of a perch right in there. So your thumb fits really right in there, really nice. Where the other one, stock grips are just flat wood. And it also gives you a nice perch for your pointer finger to fit right in. And the reason I know that I can tell they're wider, they're bigger, is my finger doesn't come up so far along the gun. It really fits in the hand nicely. Quick little note too. I've noticed once or twice whenever I want to shoot the gun, I would actually grip on my thumb a little bit harder, and just a slight grip would push the release button. It doesn't take much for this gun to push it in and then release the magazine a little bit. Then it wouldn't reload between shots. And this one here, I don't see it happen because it basically recesses that button enough to where it's not a big deal, but you can still reach it to disengage it with one hand. See? But for my gunners, the Pearce grips for the PT-22. I think it's a nice addition. This is MuzzleMike. Hoping you all have a great day, great week. Let's add a great month. Until next week, signing out.